All right, hello everyone. Welcome to the NinjaTrader Ecosystem webinar room. Before we get started, I do want to do a quick sound check. So please type a Y or the letter Y in the room, and to let me know you can see the display and hear my voice clearly. All right, I'm getting some responses there, so I appreciate those. Thank you to everyone for joining us today. My name is Jared Meyer, and I work on the NinjaTrader Business Development team here at our Denver office. We have a very special event with you today with Mr. Gerard Reynaud of TraderMakers. And before we go any further, I do want to do start a quick poll. So if you would just go ahead and take a look at that, please. Choose 1, 2, 3, or 4 on the poll screen. That will give us a gauge of what type of Ninja users we have here in attendance. All right, and while you fill that out, I would like to mention that it is important to understand that there are substantial risks in trading commodities, futures, contracts, and Forex. You should carefully consider whether such trading is suitable for you, and that will depend on your specific circumstances and financial resources. It is, of course, possible to lose all the funds deposited with your broker, and you could even incur losses beyond these amounts. Please inquire at the link I'm going to post in the room here below for more information or for a copy of the CFTC full risk disclosure. And also please remember that these training webinars are not a solicitation or recommendation, but simply educational in nature. All right, and I'm going to give everyone just another moment here to put in their poll results, and then I'll go ahead. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just run down these results, just so I think it's good to know who's in the room and what kind of traders we have today. So I'm going to start out with those of you on our free license key. Looks like about 20%. Great to see you here. We also have about half of you who are lifetime license key holders. Always a pleasure to see you in our events as well. We have a handful of people that are leasing a live key. We do have a few people that are completely new to NinjaTrader. So I do want to let the folks here that are maybe new or did not know that NinjaTrader is free for advanced charting, market analytics, automated strategy development, and connecting to a live data provider. We only charge for our product if and when you decide to trade live through any of our supported brokers. So if you have not already done so, I would invite you to download NinjaTrader for free from the following link. I did share this before, but it's good for everyone to see it here. All right, and also you can purchase or lease NinjaTrader at this link below, so you can always bookmark this during the presentation and go back to this later if you'd like. All right, so I'm going to close this out for everybody to stop that poll. So we are very excited for this event we're presenting today. Mr. Gerard Reynaud of TraderMakers will demonstrate trading consistently by eliminating all emotions and guesswork using a simple strategy and a solid set of indicators. Thanks everyone again for your attendance today. Without further ado, it is my pleasure to welcome to the NinjaTrader webinar room, Gerard Reynaud. Please take it away, Jerry.
Thank you, Jared. Hello, everyone. How's my sound? Can everybody hear me okay? You can just type me a yes there if you guys can hear my voice. Fantastic. Fantastic, guys. Thank you very much. Greetings, everyone. I'm Gerard Reynaud. I'm delighted to be here. I'm the president and founder of a company called IP Capital and the head coach at this firm called TraderMakers. And I just want to take a moment to thank you all again for coming in today, for spending the time with us, and also to the wonderful folks at NinjaTrader for their outstanding support to the trading community and for allowing us to participate on this educational events. And thank you also, Ninja, for that wonderful picture of mine that you tweeted yesterday. It makes me look so young. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right, folks. All right. Now, we need to quickly just run you through these lovely disclaimers before we go. They're government mandatory. And thank you, guys. Greetings, everyone. And we'll run you through this so you can have a chance to look at those, and we'll get going here. All right. Just a little bit about me. Here's how we're going to do this. We're going to spend the first third of the webinar letting you guys know about who we are and what we do. We are going to spend the second third of the webinar showing you the things and the methods and what you need to become better in your trading. And finally, we're going to show you using the NinjaTrader platform. We're gonna go away from the presentation and we're just gonna go right into the NinjaTrader platform, use some replay, and we're gonna show you some examples of setups, and we're gonna put the tools in action. So this is gonna be a very well-rounded and comprehensive webinar, packed with material, a lot of stuff that you're gonna be able to apply to tomorrow's trading should you wish to do so. So stick around, folks. We have many wonderful things, and we have gifts and promos at the end. So stick around. Make sure you stick around. Okay. And also, finally, just for the purpose of time, we have a limited amount of time on this webinar. So please, just hold your questions until the end, so that we can get the most amount of material out. And I promise we're going to leave some Q&As at the end, but just in case we run out of time, because we have a limited amount of time here, I promise you that I'm always available to take your calls, emails, Skype calls, Morse code messages, whichever is your preferred method of communication. I promise you that I'll be available for questions today or in the next few days. So don't worry about that, okay? Just sit back, relax, enjoy the presentation. We have good stuff for you. Just a little bit about me. I've been trading, studying, researching the markets professionally for over 15 years, and coaching traders of all levels for a little over 7. I've been personally mentored by former market makers from some of the most well-known U.S. financial exchanges like the CBOE, the NYMEX, and the Philly Sox. I hold an advanced certificate from the Options Institute at the CBOE, and I'm also a member at the International Federation of Technical Analysts. That's me right there. That I don't look that young on this picture, but that's me giving a lecture at one of the exchanges. And friends, since I started TraderMakers, I've been coaching traders around the globe on how to obtain consistency in the markets in different ways. And I believe, my detailed feedback and my personal guidance in the financial markets have helped many traders become better at what they do. And I'm positive it could help you get better at your craft and achieve the things that you're looking for. For the majority of this years, my system and my rules have not changed. They have evolved, adapting to new market conditions. And that's some of the things that I want to show you today in this webinar. But the core of my trading is still the same from a decade ago. And that's part of what I do. I've been trading this same method professionally for over a decade. And we're going to share some highlights with you about what we do on this webinar, okay? So before we go on, I'd like to take a pause here and ask you, why don't you tell me what type of trader you are? Are you a beginner? Are you intermediate? Or are you an advanced type of trader? If you're a beginner, type of 1. If you're an intermediate type of trader, type of 2. And if you're advanced, type me a 3. Just kind of like get to know the audience a little bit, okay? And don't be shy. We all start somewhere, so don't be shy. Okay, great. Awesome. Second question for you. Second question. Okay, I get it. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Now, second question. What do you think is the most important thing in trading? Just hit me. What do you think is the most important? If you were going to pick one thing that you think is going to help you achieve your goals, what do you think is the most important thing? All right. Multiple answers. Capital preservation, controlling emotions, managing risk, discipline, to win, right? Not losing money. Okay, good. All of them good answers. Nobody had the answer I was looking for. All right, let's stop right there. Nobody had the answer. All of them great ideas, great concepts, good things. None of those. Being able to trade without emotions is important, Andre, but you know what? Here it is. The most important thing in your trading is, are you guys ready? Consistency, my friends. Consistency. Okay? You'll see, one step forward, 2 steps backwards, it's not gonna get you anywhere. Okay? If you don't have consistency, if you just treat this as a hobby, just remember this. Hobbies cost money. All right? If you want to do this in a different way, then you got to become consistent. All right. So the first thing that I'm going to encourage you to do in order to achieve consistency is, you know what, folks, if things haven't worked in the past, if things are still a little too difficult, it's a process. Yeah, what I'm going to suggest is, really stop complaining and just keep learning, because a lot of traders get frustrated really fast and they just stop learning and stop trying. Okay, this trading is a very hard thing to achieve consistently, because a lot of people are wired. We not a lot of people, most of us, the majority of us are wired to just do exactly the opposite. That's why we need to make sure that everybody understands the concepts that we're going to talk about in today's webinar and to apply them properly. Okay, and that's exactly why my team and I founded TraderMakers, because what we did is, what we're set to do here is to, let's see if we can get that slide going. It seems that I locked up a little here. Let's give it a second here for this light to come up. I'm not sure why it's not coming up. Let me do it again. Okay, this light seems to be having problems, so I'll just talk over it. Okay, can you guys see that slide? It's got some important bullet points. I'd like everybody to see it. I'm not sure what they're not coming up on my end. The presentation is choking here. Let me go back one slide. Yeah, let me go back to this one. Okay, not sure why it's not coming. Let me go to this one here. Okie doke. I think we're having a little problem with the presentation, Jared. Here, let's see if you can help me with that.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna stop it for a minute and we'll restart it and see if that takes care of it. Okay.
All right. All right. All right. While you do that, I'll keep on my thought. Folks, listen to this. I'm gonna try to organize my thoughts here while they restart the presentation. The reason I founded TraderMakers is to help traders. Was to help traders become professionals regardless of account size and experience, and to provide a simple strategy that you can rely on. That's basically what I did in how we've been managing the coaching firm for all these years. Here we go. Okay, let's see.
Jared, just use the left and right arrows at the top there.
Gotcha. Thank you. Okay, so let me go back here and let's do this. Got it. Okie doke. All right. So again, folks, why we did this and why we're here today is our goal is to help you become a professional trader regardless of your account size and experience. Okay, and to provide you with a time-tested and simple strategy you can trust. That's our main goal. That's our mission. All right. On top of that, going back to all the responses that you guys have to my question, is to provide you with an automated and discretionary trade signals that follow a rule-based approach. This is important, folks. The more mechanical you become on your trading, the more consistent you're gonna be at it. Okay. Now, what we also are very proud of that separates us from the rest is that we ensure your progress with ongoing coaching and unlimited support. And that is something that really sets us apart. And finally, to provide you with in-depth education that will work on any market and that will last you a lifetime. That's pretty much the TraderMakers philosophy and the TraderMakers mission. Okay? So what I'd like to do next is run you through the webinar, the key points of this webinar and what they're going to be. And what we're going to do today is we're going to learn how my simple strategy can help you achieve consistent results. And we're also going to cut through the clutter and learn what are the things that really matter. What do you need to be looking for on your charts? What instruments you need to be trading? What kind of system you need to have? What kind of risk management you need to have? We're going to go through all of those, okay? The best and highest probabilities of winning, those are super important. I'm going to show you what the best tools are and how to follow and stay with the trend. That is very important as well. The only thing, we have one job as retail traders, one job, okay? Identify direction and follow the trend. That's it. That's it. It's easier said than done. That's why we're going to put all these elements, all these tools, and all these education together. All right. So what we're going to do now, as I was saying before, and as I was asking who is a beginner, who's an intermediate, who's an advanced trader, here's what TraderMakers can do for you. If you are a beginner or starting trader, what TraderMakers can do for you is it can help you to have a faster start, an affordable and better start than any other program out there. If you're intermediate, if you're still, suffering a little bit with your system, with your consistency, we can help you start becoming more consistent by applying a definite, specific set of rules and a rule-based approach. And we also help you track your progress on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis, so we stay on top of you until you can start proving yourself. And if you're a more advanced type of trader, I believe our system and our tools could just be the icing on the cake to start achieving consistent results. So we have something for everyone, and we love working with traders of all levels. Now, the last thing I want to say about TraderMakers is one of the most important ones. It all starts here. TraderMakers, it's a firm that we pride ourselves because of our credibility. And really, credibility is something that matters. And how can you really assess credibility? Well, in multiple ways. But that's what makes the TraderMakers different. First of all, independent reviews. Feel free to Google TraderMakers coaching program, and you're going to have great independent reviews that have been written about us. So we want to have you do your due diligence and see what the industry has to say about us. We're not just going to tell you. Don't take our word for it. Just take a look at what folks say about us out there. There's many good independent reviews that I'm sure you will enjoy reading and get a lot of information from. The next thing is student satisfaction. We collect independent anonymous data from student satisfaction surveys, and those we can provide to you upon request. And finally, I want to make a big point about this: results. And really, the way to assess credibility is with all these three things. And I want to talk to you about that for a second. I want to talk to you about our track record. We have been doing this for close to 8 years, and we are very proud to have a 7+ year record of documented timestamp trades. And here's an important disclaimer for you. Since this has become a heavily regulated industry, government regulations and different sources of compliance requires TraderMakers and coaching firms like ours to make use of a dedicated simulation account while coaching, trading, live data, or giving examples while coaching or trading during live room hours, including also these types of presentations. So please understand that the information and material contained herein is for illustration purposes only. We're not registered advisors or licensed to manage or solicit funds, so we're never going to do that, okay? Now, this track record is extremely important because with all of that being said, all the activity in our track record is time-stamped and presented in an independent platform with several key factors for credibility, which include date and timestamp for each trade setup that we identify. It also includes entry and exit prices and P&L. Everything is displayed using our NinjaTrader platform without any possibility of alterations or manipulations once they are recorded and posted inside the platform's control center. They are there to stay. So folks, this will give you the confidence that our course and methods are just superior above any others. We are transparent and straightforward enough to post on a daily basis and tell you how we do it. And we continue to do so after 7, almost close to 8 years now. So once again, do your due diligence, visit our website. All those results are there for your review. And one last thing, really, it comes to knowing what are you looking and where are you looking. Many other places, many other trading schools, mentors will try to get you into buying their awesome results by showing you handwritten spreadsheets, word processors, or just plain emails. That's an email I received from somebody on the internet advertising education services. On the other hand, we rely on the independent platform stamp that we cannot edit. We only use NinjaTrader's Control Center to display everything from date, instrument traded, entry price, exit, time and price, and P&L. And this also gives you the advantage of learning where each trade setup happened on the chart. So with this kind of documented 7+ year track record, you can have an idea of how we do things and how things work around here. Okay? Wonderful. So for transparency, track record of TraderMakers system trades only. We only trade what we teach. We don't use anything else. We have fully disclosed rule-based setups for everyone that has and wants to learn our methodology. And we always follow through on our money management rules from entry to exit. And it's there for everyone to see it. So I hope that you guys can do your due diligence and follow up on this transparency that we pride ourselves about, and in that you can continue to do your due diligence. Now, let's get this out of the way now that we're here, and this is the last thing I want to talk to you about TraderMakers. Then we're going to go straight into the system and how we do things. Let's get this trading room out of the way. A lot of folks, the majority of folks that I know that want to start trading or have been trading for a while, they either come from different trading rooms, or the first thing they ask about us if we have a trading room. Well, let me say this about trading rooms, folks. I believe they're a waste of time, okay, and sometimes money, primarily because they don't show their don'ts, or they don't show all their charts. They don't call trades in advance. They take trades you don't understand. They take risks you can't afford, and they cannot provide any track records. So why spend any time on any of these places? Okay? In order for a trading room to be effective, you have to know in advance what the moderator is doing so that you can follow. Otherwise, you're just going to be trading in the blind. And why would you want to mimic somebody's trading anyway? It doesn't make sense to me. What we do here is we teach you to learn everything we do so that you can follow properly. We only trade with 1 and 2 contracts so that you can follow risk properly and feel comfortable with it. And we provide you the track record at the end of every day. Okay? So unless they have a specific purpose and trade only the setups previously disclosed and taught to their members in full detail, you will not be able to follow or replicate. So that's our first recommendation for you. It'll really just be a revolving door. So stop looking into that. That's a common mistake. Learn how to do it yourself. Let yourself be guided by a true professional, and learn to make your own decisions. It'll go a long way. I promise you that. All right. So what I want to show you is now we're going to, the result, results versus hype. Do your due diligence and always ask for results. That's very important. On this part 2 now, we're going to show you the winning formula. What we believe is the winning formula. The winning formula is, let me read this to you, is education plus tools plus guidance. And what does that mean? That means that education is super important. Tools are very important as well. But here's what happens. We know a lot of folks that have acquired a lot of experience and a lot of education, and they've spent countless hours on the internet, on YouTube and forums like this and webinars like this, and they have amassed a really good size of education, amount of education. Education without the proper tools, it's your rate of accomplishment. It's going to be very slow. On the other hand, if you have the tools, but you don't have the education, guess what can happen? You're just going to become dangerous. Okay? Tools, no education, yeah, you can cut yourself. All right? So careful there. Now, you have the tools, you have the education, Folks, this is not something that you can learn on your own. You need true guidance. To me, that's the formula that it will help you achieve consistency in your trading. So let yourself be educated the right way with concepts that are proven to work, that are significant, that are simple enough to understand and to apply, the tools that can lead you there, and the guidance to hold your hand along the way. That's what we do best. All right? So let's move on to part 2 now. And we're going to talk about the tools first. We're going to talk about the tools, and we're going to talk about what we use and how we do it. Okay? Most traders are very familiar with the hard way to trade. Okay? Anybody can relate to that? Many traders, especially at the beginning, are very familiar with the hard way to trade. What if I can tell you trading at this point has become one of the, most mechanic, most simplistic things, easiest things that I've done in my life? But it doesn't seem like that at the beginning. And it's really something that, it frustrates most people. Okay, so what's a hard way to trade? You're looking at the tape, you're looking at the volume, too many charts, too many time frames, too many indicators, paralysis by analysis, or even worse, you're taking too much risk, and then you cut yourself, and then, it's really hard to come back, huh? Sounds kind of familiar? Who can say yes to that? Who can say yes to that? So, be careful with that, because we tend to complicate things. As a matter of fact, you want to see something that somebody sent me. This actually is a few years old, but this is something that somebody sent me a long time ago. And our recommendation is to keep it simple. Take a look at what I saw one day. Somebody sent me a chart, and they asked me to help them. And yeah, you guessed it. Okay. I didn't know if I wanted to laugh, if I wanted to cry, if I wanted to just pull my hair out. And our recommendation, again, is to keep it simple. And for that reason, we created a set of tools called the ProTrend Suite. And the ProTrend Suite has 3 basic functions: to identify the trend, to follow the trend, and to stay on the trend. That's it. So that your chart can go from looking like this into looking like this, with easier to read, easier to identify color-coded signals that leave nothing to the imagination and take the guesswork out of the equation. And that's how we do it on a daily basis, following this simple color-coded charts. Green bias to the upside, red bias to the downside. And I'm going to show you how effective these are. Okay? So clean charts with well-defined entry and exit points, it's the first tool that you need to acquire in order to start becoming consistent. If you're getting too many charts, too many indicators, too many things to look at, you're just going to clog your vision. All right? So tools is one of the most important things. These set of tools is really, really something that, it has helped me and many traders turn around and convert breakdowns into breakthroughs. And stick around. If, again, like I said before, at the end of the webinar, I will tell you how to get this complete software package absolutely free. So stick around. It's going to be worth it. Okay? Now, let's talk about the education for a second. And we're going to be done with part 2 really soon here, and we're going to go into the NinjaTrader platform, and you're going to see all these tools in action. This is where we're now entering the most significant portion of the webinar. And here you will be getting a first-hand look at our ProTrader 3.0 signature day trading method. Okay? And what's the professional's choice? So the professional's way is to day trade futures contracts. And these are some of the markets we trade. We trade crude oil, we trade gold, we trade the E-mini NASDAQ, and that's some of the instruments that I like the most and that I've been trading the most for the last few months, maybe a year or so. Now, if you're a little more advanced, if you're an intermediate or advanced trader, and you're wondering why not the S&P, I personally prefer these because they're slightly more volatile than the S&P, or I should say significantly more volatile than the S&P. But our methodology, our tools, and our system applies to any instrument, any market. If you're an S&P trader, you'll have a field day. Okay? If you're a beginner type trader, futures contracts are pretty much the way when you look at a chart, it's the same thing as looking at a stock chart, Okay, a chart is a chart, but what a futures contract does is it adds an element of volatility and leverage to your trading that it's ideal and optimal for day trading that stocks will just not give you. All right, so the professional's way is futures contracts. So that's what we teach, and that's what you would learn if at any point you take on our program. So what we're going to do is, again, that's part of the education. Trading the instrument of choice, futures contract. If you've been trying to day trade something else, well, your rate of accomplishment is probably not going to be as big and as consistent as it should. Okay? So remember, on the education portion, trading instruments like futures, understanding market flow, and following the trend. Remember, we have two things to do as retail traders. Understand the market direction, and that's market flow, and following the trend. And in order to follow the trend efficiently, what you need to do is you need to have a set of probabilities that help you trade with confidence. And we can estimate that our system will follow at least a 70% probability of producing better outcomes. So that you can not only stay on the trend, but take your trades confidently. So what we're gonna advocate here is to learn to trade, but not just learn to trade, but to learn to trade well. So here are the three keys to follow and stay on the trend. The most important forces that are going to help you to select good trades are price, volume, and momentum. Okay? So how do you know when you go to that chart, when you are on that chart and you're ready to pull the trigger, how do you know if your trade is going to work? Do you know if your trade is going to work? No, you don't know if your trade is going to work. Okay? So you can only estimate how much your system is going to pay you at the end if your probabilities lead to the outcome you want. And in order to set the probabilities on your side, you got to take into account the three most important forces of the market to follow and stay with them. So repeat after me. Price action, volume, and momentum. Okay? So let me walk you through this a little closer. Let's take a look at the anatomy of a trade. Once you select those three things, price, volume, and momentum, following the trend should become a lot easier and a lot more mechanical. Now, take a look at a naked chart, folks. This is important. Take a look at a naked chart. To really identify the trend on a cold chart is easy, but we don't know what's going to happen from that point on the right. From that point on, it's really hard to know what could possibly be developing and where's the market going to go next. It's impossible. We don't know it. We just find out. Now, take a look at that same chart with our set of indicators. Indicators that tell you where price, volume, and momentum are stacking up all together at the same time. It makes a big difference. Three simple color-coded signals so that you don't have to clog your charts with indicators. You don't have to clog your vision with too many things to look at. But your takeaway here, folks, is that you can just put this chart on and know exactly where what matters the most for that trade to move in your favor, it's already displayed for you on the chart. Okay? So that's what you gain from our set of tools. Next up, you want to see how we do it? I'm going to take you right into the NinjaTrader platform, and this is going to be a lot of fun. Okay, I'm going to take you to the NinjaTrader platform, and I'm going to switch from the presentation into the screen sharing. So I'm going to show you my screen. Okay, and please let me know when you can see my screen. Let me know if you can see my charts there. This is exactly what my desktop looks like and what everybody that comes to trade with me looks at. Okay, great. Thank you. Awesome. All right. So I have 4 futures contracts up there. I have crude oil, I have gold, I have the euro, and I have the mini NASDAQ. All right. I'm gonna take one of these, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna replay yesterday's action. So what I'm gonna take CL. Actually, I'm gonna take gold. Gold moved a little better. I'm gonna take gold. I'm gonna maximize the chart so you can see it, and I'm gonna scroll to 9:30 a.m. Okay, this is yesterday's action. Okay, this is June 28th. I'm gonna get my playback right here, and once again, folks, this is yesterday's action. It's already happened. I'm not trying to show you how well I can read the past. This is just to give you the examples firsthand on the chart of how I manage my trades. If you want to see proof of how I manage it on a daily basis, that's what the track record is for. Okay, but we're gonna have some fun here. We're gonna draw some basic technical analysis. We're gonna draw some trend lines. We're gonna draw support and resistance areas. This is what we do every morning. And what I'm going to do is now I'm going to replay this. And let's see if this is moving. And I'm going to just accelerate it a little bit for the purpose of time. And I want to have you guys take a look at this. 3 simple color-coded signals on the price, on the volume, and the momentum. By the way, what you see on the background here, that's a combination of volume and momentum. See, you don't have to look at anything else. It's already programmed there for you. If volume and momentum is going up, it's a green background. If they're going down, it's a red background. If the overall trend based on the market flow is going up, you get green candles. If it's going down, you're going to get red candles. It's as simple as that. Okay? So, one more thing. I want you to take a quick look at this really important element. See that little dotted line? See that little hash mark? I want you to keep close attention to it. I'm going to come back to it. But okay, so look at the method. Look at the market flow. We're setting a new low, and volume, price, volume, and momentum are all following in one direction. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my dome up here, and let's see if I can pause that for a second. Okay. All right. That would have been a good place to start looking for a short. However, our indicators just turned opposite to a short, so there's nothing to look at there. We'll keep going. We're going to continue to play this. Okay? I'm going to continue to play this. And when we're coming close to a signal, I'll stop it so that we can tell you exactly how we look for a signal. All right, so it looks like the trend is getting ready to go somewhere here. Let's just replay this and see where it was getting close to a signal here, but the market changed. It's easy as following the market flow and your indicator readings. So let's just replay this. I'm going to try to speed it up a little bit. Right now, no trend is developing. It needs to go a little lower for us to consider to be on the short side. And okay, all right, here we go. So now we've set a new low, and I want you to pay close attention to this because that's going to be a short. 49.5. Okay.
Order pending. Order filled.
And this is what we do here. And this is what we do. That basically meets the guideline for a short trade. All of our indicators are in alignment. This is one of the setups that we teach. See this dotted line? When the price comes to this dotted line, it's in a critical area of volatility reversal. And if all the forces of the market flow, the price, the volume, and the momentum, which you only have to look at, is your background, and your candles are all in agreement, most likely the market will travel in your desired direction. Because what are the most important things to consider when you trade are probabilities and the expected volatility range that your price should move. When you know those things, folks, trading is mechanical, and it can become a lot easier when you do it that way. We always trade, I'm going to show you, we always trade with 2 targets, and we always trade 1 and 2 contracts. Now you want to increase your probabilities. What do you think it's easier, that we're going to get to the first target or to the second target? Of course, to the first one. So just for the purpose of the example, let's take both contracts out at the same place. Let's see if this trade would work in our favor.
Target filled.
And it does. Okay? And again, you're probably going to say, well, Jerry, okay, of course, you know, this happened yesterday. You're just replaying what already happened. Now, we do this every day. And we post our results on our blog, on the track record, on the live track record that I talked to you about. So if you want to see how we do it tomorrow, how we do it the next day, how we did the next day after that, just keep on reading the blog, folks. Okay? All right, let's see if we can do one more, because I want to talk to you about that dotted line. I want you to take a look at that dotted line. I'm gonna stop the market replay for a second, and I want you to I'm gonna remove this. I want you to take a look at this dotted line. Look at how well this dotted line contains the price. I'm gonna put arrows. I'm gonna put arrows in those spots. See this? Market pulls away from it, comes back right to it. Market pulls away from it, comes right back to it. Market pulls away from it, pulls right back to it, and bounces from there. It caps it. It holds it. It holds the price. This indicator is a wonderful indicator, folks. It's a volatility-based reversal. Think of it pretty much like a fib. But, of course, you know, I have nothing against fibs. I love fibs. But, you know, fibs work because everybody believes in them. But there's a mathematical reason behind this little indicator that we have here. Okay? And that is a volatility average-based reversal. And when we found the settings that work best for each market, we really came to something. And I'm going to show you what I mean with that. I want you to take a look at this. I want to take you a look at this. Look at how early that line started plotting at that level. Look at my arrow here. Look at my pencil here. That dotted line started plotting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candles before it got there and before it bounced. What? Let me say that again. It plotted at that level and remained there 8 candles before it got there, and that's where the market went and bounced? Yeah. Now, how's that for a leading signal, folks? How is that for a leading signal? Take your leading signals, accounting the market flow, the volume and the momentum expanding into the same side, and your methodology is going to improve significantly in odds for better outcomes. All right, let's continue to replay the market here, and let's see if we can get another signal, because we're getting close in time here. But really, the takeaway, folks, is organize your charts in a way that you can identify market direction, and you can follow the price, the volume, and the momentum. Don't look for anything else. Those are the 3 things that move the market. And your job as a retail trader is to know your probabilities, and to know what the move is going to be. If you want to be a consistent trader, follow those things and learn how to execute your trade setups consistently. Sally, I'm going to answer your question. Yes, because that's important. These are range bars. These are range bars. Okay, volatility-based bars. Very important. And we teach folks that come to study with us what's the importance of these versus time charts and tick charts and other types of bars. These are range bars, and this is what I found that they work the best. Okay, at least they work the best for me. I've proven very consistent using this type of charts. So yes. Now take a look at that dotted line, folks. Look at that. No coincidence. That's where the market bumped its head, found resistance, and it couldn't break through it. Okay, that's a volatility-based reversal. We have quite a few setups based on that volatility-based reversal. Now look at what's happening here. Look at what's happening here. Okay, we're breaking that volatility-based reversal for the first time. All right, so if we can manage to break through the volatility-based reversal again after retesting the low, that's an indication to the upside. And this is where it's going to come. Right there. Right there. Okay? What's for you to do? Identify your setup properly. Identify your signal. And throw an order.
Order pending. Order filled.
Once you identified your setup, you throw an order. And follow the risk management. Now, what do you guys think is a good stop when you trade something like gold or crude? What do you think it's a good stop? 5 ticks, 10 ticks, 15 ticks, 20 ticks? What do you think? What do you think is a good stop?
Stop filled.
Okay, very nice. Our target was met. And with these two setups on a day like yesterday, these are the kind of results that you can produce. Follow a simple methodology in about an hour's worth of trading time. From 9:30 to less than 11 o'clock. Hour and a half. Our methodology is designed to give you enough setups so that you can be active, so that you can be trading. And it's important, it's really important that you're actively trading, because that's how you play, that's how you rotate your odds. If you take one trade during the day, well, it better be a winner, right? If you take 2 trades during the day, if you watch all day long just to take 2 trades, well, again, you got to be super lucky. You got to be very lucky if you need to have 2 winning trades in order for all of these to work. What if you have a good one and a bad one? Well, you just waited all day for nothing. Okay? The keys to trading consistently and proficiently, folks, are staying with the trend, identifying the market flow, identifying the market direction, staying with the trend, knowing what the move is and what your probabilities are. That's why we teach on our course. And if you can manage to put yourself to look at a set of tools like this, it's just going to make things a lot easier for you. So takeaways for today is price, volume, momentum is what matters the most. A clean and very well laid out chart matters. And enough trades, enough small trades so that your odds can play out over a period of time or over a series of trades. It's really what's going to make the trick. It's really what's going to do the trick. Okay, folks? These indicators are really something wonderful. It's a set of tools that we've developed for everybody who wants to use them. And what I'm going to do now is I want to show you one last thing, and I'm going to show you how you can get your hands on this type of indicators. And then I'm going to ask some questions. But as you can see, if you just follow those 3 simple things, price, volume, momentum, and the colors on the chart, you can really be right on direction a whole lot more than the average trader. A simple methodology, It eliminates the guesswork. It eliminates emotions. You can stay consistent and you can stay faithful to your system. I've been using the same system for over 10 years. I've not changed a bit. I have evolved, and some of that evolution is already reflected on this chart, because the markets are not the same today as they were 15 years ago. They are far more volatile. So we have evolved. I've switched instruments. I have learned to trade over different types over different times during the day. I've just tweaked a thing or two, but my system, it's pretty much the same I used 15 years ago, and it still works, and it works absolutely fantastic when it works, and it doesn't work when it doesn't work. And that's, you know what? That's pretty much every single system you're going to look for out there. So the key to becoming consistent is not your system. It's not your tools. It's a combination. Education, tools, and guidance, folks. All right? Let me quickly go back to the presentation here. So again, simple yet powerful tools, so that you can go from this to something like this. And the guidance is key. We at TraderMakers pride ourselves in giving traders true guidance and preparing you for the future. And one of the things that we do best is one-on-one instruction. We don't just send you on your way, try to learn it on your own, come into the room, try to follow us. No. We sit down with you one-on-one. We walk you by the hand, and until you learn exactly everything that I just show you here and how to read those lines and how to take the trade setups, we don't even ask you to do anything else. So we disclose everything to you first. Principles that work on any market and any time frame. True guidance means unlimited consultations. We don't stop taking calls after the first few days or after the first week or after the first month. I love keeping in touch with all my students. And we prepare you. We prepare you with a test preparation to see if you're really ready to land the airplane in case, we need to jump out of it. So we provide you with a personalized roadmap. Let me show you what the program in a nutshell is, and let me show you how you can get these indicators for free, because I promise you that. Are you guys ready for that? Let me just show you this. The ProTrader 3.0 Day Trading Signature course, it's broken into 3 areas. Class training, one-on-one training only, personal guidance and personal support. Then you come into our live trading room on scheduled sessions where we're going to follow the market one-on-one. And then we prepare you for a test completion. Not only that we know that you're ready to land the airplane without us, but that you truly know if you're ready. And through that process, we are there with you every single time, every single day. That's what we call true guidance. So what you learn on the 3.0 Signature Day Trading course is the simple market flow analysis, just three trend following indicator-based setups. Why are they so important to be indicator-based setups? So that you can become mechanical and you don't leave anything to the imagination. Oh my God, should I take the trade or not? Oh my God, will it work? Oh gosh, oh honey, don't look. Take the kids out of here. Take them out of the room. Don't look, I'm going to fire. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Statistically, it's proven to work over time, 70% or better. So all you need is a rotation of trades, trading small, trading enough so that those odds just play out in your favor. Okay? I know it's easier said than done. And that's again why we're going to give you the tools, the education, and the guidance. Strict risk management, and we'll show you how to balance risk and reward. All right? Now, that all sounds that very good, Jerry. So now, how much does the program cost? We're going to get that out of the way now. Here's how we break things down. Similar programs, folks, and I want to be very serious about this, because similar programs that they don't have as much content, as much guidance, and a track record like ours Programs that teach you how to trade, or that they say that they teach you how to trade, they cost well in excess of $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. And ours is not like that. We truly want to help traders. So breaking it down, our program costs $3,295 for the complete day trading signature course. And the Husky indicator set, the TM ProTrend Suite indicator set, it's $895. We charge a one-time room sign-up fee of $95. So our whole program costs $4,285. So again, we price this program extremely fairly. I know programs that, once again, they don't offer half of what we do and half the support that we do, and they are just, in excess of $6,000, $7,000. Ours is already priced in half of what most programs cost. Now, here's what I want to do. Remember that I said I'm going to show you how you can take advantage of the ProTrend Suite indicator set for free. So, thanks to the support of NinjaTrader and Kinetic, what we're going to do today is we're going to do, for anybody who signs up for our program, within a week, we're going to remove completely the trading room sign-up fee, and we're going to give you guys the indicator set for free. Okay? And we're going to do something else. I'm going to do something else. I'm going to shave $500 out of the day trading signature course. What? Yep. All right. So the full program, it's going to be $2,795. Classes, mentorship, software, trading room, all of it, $2,795 until July 7th. Now, let me be very clear about this. I'm not going to tell you sign up now, the offer's over tomorrow. No. We're not salespeople here. We truly want to help traders. So we want to give you the opportunity to go out there and do your research. Take your time, stay calm, stay relaxed. This offer is not going to go. It's good until July 7th. It's good until a week from tonight. And what we want you to do is your due diligence. Make sure that the credibility that I spoke about is there. Read on the reviews. Check on our blog. Check on our track record. Make sense. Think about this. Don't put any pressure. We don't want to put you any pressure. This price, folks, for the amount of time that we're going to spend with you, the kind of tools that we're going to give you, and the education that you will receive, it's no wonder that the majority of our students get complete satisfaction from this. And at that price, folks, it's really something that I'd like to encourage you to take a look at. Now, for those who are going to watch this recording a month from now, a year from now, here's what I'm going to do. This price is only good to July 7th. But for anybody that sees this in a recorded format, I'm still going to honor the indicator set for free, and I'm going to waive the trade room sign-up fee. So if you're looking at this recorded webinar next month or next year, and you come back to me and you say, hey, I saw your NinjaTrader webinar on June 29th, 2017. I'll give you the indicators for free. All you pay is the day trading signature course. But this goes from $27.95 to $32.95 after July 7th. No exceptions, folks. I hope that you really can take advantage of it. I really do. I really do. We have room for questions. We have room for questions. Do you guys want to throw me a couple questions? And folks, I wanted to be really realistic with you. I don't mean to, when I said that trading is one of the hardest things that you've ever going to attempt to be successful at, I really don't mean to break anyone's bubble. But what I want to make you aware is of the challenges. You know, you've heard that 95% of traders fail. We don't want you to become another statistic. That's why we do this. We want you to become good at what you do. And this is what we have to offer here at TraderMakers. We understand the challenges. We understand the road ahead. We know that not having true guidance will help you fall right into the statistics. But if you take advantage of what we know and what we've been through and what we teach, then you'll have a better shot. With us, you'll see it all. You'll see the good, the bad, and the ugly. And our job is to get you excited and motivated. Okay? That's our job. You are going to become a consistent trader, but our job is to get you excited and motivated so that every time you turn to us, we will try to inspire you and challenge you so that you can be everything you want to be. Jose, we actually do support in Spanish. We actually do have support in Spanish. I teach myself in Spanish. I'm a bilingual individual. O sea que con mucho gusto te enseñamos en español. Todo el curso lo puedo dar completamente en español. De nada. All right. FS. The room comes for 1 year. If you want to, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna teach you 3 setups. 3 setups with 3 simple rules. It'll take you about 60 to 90 days to learn it. It'll take you another 60 to 90 days to apply it, to practice it, to do enough trading on your own with me, with us in the room. After 6 months, listen, if after 6 months you still want to come in the room, it's because you want to, not because you need to. But even if you want to come for a full year, you have a full year. After a year, nominal fee, $50 just to keep your seat. I think it's a fair deal. But we'll give you full year in the room. And apart from that, never another charge, never another upsell charge. It's a one-time fee. It's a one-time program, folks. Dan P, excellent question. On average, what would you say your stop risk is to? Excellent question. I don't know if you guys answered my question before. What do you think is a good stop? Let me actually ask the question again. What do you guys think is a good stop? Remember those trades we took? Let me go back to screen sharing. Remember those trades we took? What do you guys think is a good stop? 5 ticks, 10 ticks, 15 ticks? Edwin says 10. Giscard says logical support and resistance. Manny S says 12. Benito says 10. Jose says 10. Okay, so see, everybody seems to be okay, so the consensus was 10. I'm going to tell you, none of you are wrong, but none of you are right either. Giscard, logical support or resistance. Okay, define logical support or resistance. That was the best answer. And the best answer is it is directly relevant to the chart. It's directly relevant to the chart that you're trading. If you're trading a 3-range chart, your stop is going to be a lot smaller than if you're trading a 10-tick chart. Okay? So it is directly proportional to the chart that you're trading. It starts by understanding simple but extremely significant concepts like that, folks, that are really going to help you truly turn your trading around. Before you go out there taking another trade, risking 15 ticks when you don't need to. Because if you're risking 15 ticks on a chart like this, which is a 3-range, you are already letting the market prove you wrong 3 times over. So there's no need for that. So you know what? It's not. I'm going to refer to a wonderful quote that I know from what's that quote? I've just escaped my mind here. It is not what who said that? It's not what gets you into trouble. It's not what you don't know that gets you into trouble. But it's what you know for sure that it just ain't so, right? Who said that? Who said that? It's very true. It's not what you don't know that gets you into trouble. It's what you know for sure. It just ain't so. Very true. Very true. Okay. Rob K, above the dotted line. Well, now you have an argument. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So see, those simple concepts is what's going to make you become consistent. So folks, if you want to learn more about this, go to TraderMakers.com. Check out the ProTrader 3.0 signature day trading course. Go through our blog. Check out our track record. Talk to us. Give me a call anytime. Be happy to answer any more questions. Be happy to assess your current situation. And we're here to help you guys. So we're always going to give you time to think about things and to reassess your situation. And we're always going to be here to give you a hand. The indicators are free if you mention this webinar and you take us on our offer. And to make to make use of this wonderful promotional discount, you get everything, the ProTrader Signature Day Trading course, the full suite of indicators, and no other fees, no room fees or any of that nature for a discounted total of only $27.95, good until July 7th. I'll give you a full week to think about it. I don't need an answer today. If you're ready to jump in, great. If this made sense, again, my job is to get you inspired and to challenge you on something that we know it works and that you can see by yourself by reading the independent reviews and checking the independent online sources and also going through our track record. So that is how we establish consistency with proper education, with proper tools and guidance, folks. That's what we do best. I hope you can take us. I hope you can take us on it. I hope you can take advantage of it. I want to thank again everybody at NinjaTrader for allowing us to do this, for allowing us to continue to grow the community, to continue to present this kind of material and bring it closer to you guys. And it all starts by taking action. It all starts by taking action. If what you saw today makes sense to you, folks, give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to show you more. We'd love to answer more of your questions in detail. And it's about taking action. If you really want to become consistent in your trading, you know, remember that guy that gave up? Yep. Neither does anybody else. So let that sink in for a second. All right. Have a wonderful day, everybody. I want to really thank you for your attentiveness and for your questions. We really appreciate your support. And don't forget, we're always here for you. Give us a call. Drop us an email. We'd love to help you out. Thank you guys again. Wish you the best on your trading. Don't forget price, volume, momentum. 3 most important things to consider before pulling that trigger. If you have a way to stack those odds in your favor with simple to read tools before you jump in the water, then you're going to be right more often than not. If on top of that, you are true to your system, true to your methodology, you trade small and you trade often every day, yeah, you can achieve consistent results. I'm positive. Thank you once again, folks. Thank you once again. I appreciate your time, your attentiveness, and your questions. We love spending this time with you. I hope it was worth your time. Take advantage of the promo so that you can get the indicators for free. Again, I'm Gerard Reynaud, short for Jerry. And this is TraderMakers, folks. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you next time. Happy trading to all. Take it away, Jared.
All right. I want to give a special thank you to Gerard Reynaud of TraderMakers for his great presentation. The NinjaTrader ecosystem is pleased to sponsor these weekly partner events as a value-added service for our clients. If you find value in these events, we hope that you will attend on a regular basis. We would like to remind you that information provided in this was that of TraderMakers and not NinjaTraders. All information was for educational purposes and should not be construed as trading advice. Again, we appreciate the time you spent with us today. Please enjoy the rest of your day. We hope to see you again in future webinars. Happy trading from all of us here at NinjaTrader.